have a good time, hard time. Put your hands up and show us that you're having a good day. You got sweat on your face, you're throwing shapes, kicks ringing out all over the place, singing, let's go fucking mental. Sing it! Let's go fucking mental. Mental, 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 mental. Sing it! Let's go, man. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the greatest show on earth!
Phase 2.
Oi, oi. Back once again, it's the Renegade Masters. Dave is on fire. Transortists are terrified. Dave is on fire. Transortists are terrified.
Hello.
Well, we've had a good fucking 48 hours.
Yeah.
Fucking go ahead. Dave is on a full creative tour at the
I would
minute.
say 26 hours, I would say.
26, like 3 full tunes done. Just need
Well, 4. We'll give 4.
I bet-
4 was a sneaky 4.
four made, but like I've mixed 3 as well as producing 4. Do you know what I mean? Fucking good shout, Dave.
I told you, mate, once I came back from holiday, you had me all to yourself. I'll be back all fucking guns blazing. So I never break a promise, and I didn't intend to start now.
Did you have a good holiday?
I did, mate. I had the most relaxing holiday that you could ask for. Going on holiday with the kids, different gravy.
It is, mate. Everything's difficult. Plane journey, buses,
oh no,
the fucking lads,
that
fucking
wasn't
difficult. like.
difficult at all. Like, she was an absolute gem travelling. It was more just trying to let her know that, oh, well, if you don't do that one thing today, we'll just do it tomorrow. Like, no, but we need to do everything that we said we were going to do today. Like, okay, so there's one day we're like, right, what do you want to do? Say, I want to go to the pool. Okay, let's go to the pool. I want to go to the beach. Okay, let's go to the beach. I want to go to the play park now. Right, let's go to the play park now. And then see by the end of the day, she was done.
I see, especially with the heat too. Like, see,
that's it. Yeah.
like just around dinner time. Even me, sometimes I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking. It does get. That's why they take what is it, siesta?
Aye. There was one night I have never, ever seen the child turn down playing. Like, it's always, I do want to leave. I'm having such great crack.
Yeah.
And we took her to this really classic soft play stroke trampoline bit, and you book it for an hour. It's like €7 for an hour. The child can go into the soft play, but if they want out, they go into a trampoline park that's right beside the soft play, and it's just loads of trampolines that they can bounce about on. So we booked her on for the hour. Now, this was after she'd done the pool and the beach and wanted to be birdie big bollocks and do everything. I'm like, right, sweet. And she came out. After about half an hour, she was walking about the ball pit. And when I say walking, she put a foot down and fell over. And then put another foot down and fell over. It was like, if we were boxing coach, we would throw the towel out. That is it. It's like, get them out of here. So she came over and was like, is everything okay? It's like, is it an hour yet? And Nicole's like, no, you've got plenty of time. You've still got half an hour. She's like, why isn't it over? Like, yes, you're actually just completely bait, kid. Well done. But no, it was I would far prefer a family holiday than a going out and getting absolutely lit every night holiday.
Fucking right,
As much
I
as
agree,
it's a
mate.
melted, it was such good fun. There was a few questions.
That's it, because you can have a few beers and whatever you want and just not get overly fucked up. Do you know what I mean? You're not... I don't think I could do a lad's holiday away for 4 or 5 days just on it constantly now.
No,
Like,
no.
I don't think I could do it anymore.
The
Don't get me wrong, when I was younger I loved it, but now
Oh,
like,
that's
the
it.
thought of it scares me.
It's like, yeah, you probably could do it, but it's not going to be a simple recovery process. There may be physios involved, possibly therapy for about 6 months. It's not going to be the way it used to be. There was a few questionable things I've seen on holiday that I was like, holy frig, that actually just happened.
Frig, what the fuck? You scared of cursing this podcast?
Oh, I realised
frig.
I'm really...
Oh, frig me.
I'm,
Oh, goodness gracious me, sir.
I'm really doubling down and trying not to swear because the child's really picking up on it. But
fuck off.
She's giving me jip about it. She won't copy me, but she's like, Daddy, just say flipper. I'm like, what's flipper? She said, it's just instead of bad words. Nicole said shit on holiday, and she was like, why is it shit, Mummy?
If I told this before on here, I've told you, I've given them permission to curse in front of me whenever you want.
As long as it's not in
they
front
won't do it, but
adults.
see, because it's not a big deal compared to their friends, they will not do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, go ahead, say it. But I don't care. You say what you want in front of me. It doesn't bother me. And not once have they done it. Now, I see when she was younger cursed, and I've heard it like in the out like in their friends, but not once have they ever cursed in front of me purposely, nor in front of anyone else.
I would say out of the two of them, Ash is definitely the one.
She be wild. Jax is very like. Even I was trying to get him to say, "What do you think of Tottenham? Shit. What do you think of shit?"
I like whenever he was a wee kid in the video. I just find it funny when Ruby swears. Like I don't even want to discipline her.
Yeah.
I just
don't discipline her.
No, I don't.
Just tell her
I just laugh
the
and
way
make
of the word.
they're bad words. No,
don't
that's
say that in front of anyone else. Don't let me get you caught. Don't have some parent coming here saying you called her a fat cunt. Nah, she's a fat cunt. I'll look at you and go, that's really wrong, son.
It's like, you're not wrong, but that's wrong.
I've said it before. I can't have that sit them down and say, right, you're not allowed to say that, because they'll just look at me and go,
once you're told you're not allowed to do something, you want to do it more.
Seriously, that's all comes out of your mouth.
I went down a rabbit hole one evening about curse words, because obviously if they're called curse words, it's come from somewhere, and it's like, oh, these are bad words and stuff.
Yeah.
So where do certain, like, why is something a bad word? Like, we were walking through the park.
Bastard's the one obvious one. It was like, if you didn't, the only reason I know is because of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Everyone was a bastard in Game of Thrones.
But we were walking through the park with a child, and she was like, I need a piss. But she was just going pss. But at what age does going pss become a bad word? Because that's all it is. Piss is just
the sound it makes.
It's an abbreviation of pss.
Well, that's the sound it makes when it comes out.
But all of a sudden it's a bad word. My favourite one that I found was fuck.
Right.
Fuck was the best one, mate. So the word fuck originates from back in like biblical times. Right? And if you were caught having sex with somebody when you weren't married, or with another husband, or you were into something weird sexually, it wasn't just, oh yes, wee quick Roger and away you go. You were like, oh, I like a wee bit of spice. You were brought in front of the courts, and you were tried for unlawful carnal knowledge, and it abbreviate is fuck, and that is why fuck is a bad word, because you shouldn't be out fucking.
He's in the fuck court. That's like pedo or nonce. Did we talk about this before?
No.
So like nonce in jails, like not allowed like same yard time as other people or something. I don't know.
Right, okay.
But it was on the door, not allowed.
So whenever paedophiles went to jail, you became a nonce because
it said nonce on the door. They weren't allowed the same yard time as everyone else.
Okay, I didn't know that. I love finding out words
but that
come from
one's
stuff.
good. I didn't know. That's good.
I found out last night where the word "in the limelight" came from. I was like, "Fuck, that's class." So see, back in the day, whenever they would have performed plays before electricity, they used to burn. Was it limestone or lime something wax in all the candles to light the theatre, to give it the dim lights and obviously light the stage. So whenever you were on the stage, you were lit up by the limelight, and that's why you're in the limelight now.
There was one I seen about green rooms as well. Why they call it green rooms is because of the colour. and it was like marble or something.
Like
back in the day when they built them, everything was like that green marble, and that's
I never even thought about that. It was it's just part of your language. It's like I'm in the green room, but it's not actually.
Nah, it's fucking most of them's just like a cupboard. It's literally a cupboard out the back with a sofa.
The one in Mandela Hall was fucking.
It was the one, mate. Bar Jason's. Jason's is a whopper, like.
Yes.
In Logic,
is that really a green room though? That is part of a complex.
It's like a house. You go upstairs. There's 2 floors. There's the fucking studio. All the records full. You can produce a tune, and then a proper bit where you can sit and have a drink. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Kelly's was one of the most disappointing ones. Like.
I was more amazed whenever they told us the story. Was it Armin van Buuren needed a shower, or Tiesto or somebody wanted a shower, and they had to get it put in that wee room, and they showed you on the floor where the wee fucking drains were and up on the roof for the extractor fan. Like,
for Kelly's being
this is literally a fucking shower room. Like, how if you're staying in this hotel, can you not walk 50 yards to your room to get a shower instead of having to come back to this wee green room?
It was one of the best clubs in the world forever.
But see, people
was
give
really
it grief.
backstage.
It was small, but you know what the good thing about it was? See, in a big green room, if you're there, you have your wee space and another act over there, and another act might be there chatting, and you might get a bit of communal chat, but you'll still have your respected bits. Whereas in Kelly's, if you were there with another artist, you literally had no other option to either sit in awkward silence or have a fucking chat. So you actually got to know people a lot better than what
I agree. I loved it, mate.
In a smaller or in a bigger.
I really did love it, and it was after your first one, but it was just the initial first time playing Kelly's and walking in. I was like,
I expected to be some big mad fucking
mate, the
thing.
coach didn't have one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Fucking
when we went, it had been turned into just behind the decks.
It was like a fucking other club.
Yeah. Well, whenever there's the decks, there's like the sofa bit that's just behind the decks.
I don't like that too. I don't like trying to talk to people in the club, trying to chill. Do you know what I mean? Like, see that
chilling in the club.
Chilling in the club.
When was the last time you went chilling in a club?
I know, but you know what I mean? Like, if you're DJing, you can't, like, take a wee minute out. It's your job. All you're hearing is music. You're fucking doing an hour, fucking playing, going bickies. Like, you want to just sit for 15 minutes.
Do a debrief with yourself and be like, right, okay.
That was bad, David.
Yeah.
That was too many fucking shit mixes there.
But it's whenever the girls turn around and say to us, it's like, look at you now. Like, we started out in the front being them people wanting to fucking touch the DJs and fist bump them and be like, you're a fucking cracker. And now we're really awkward when we go out because we know people are going to want pictures and shit. And it's like, it's class getting pictures and all. But at the same time, we're awkward as fuck. We're like, don't touch your bum.
I just never believe someone would want to get a picture with me. Even still,
like,
seeing
get a picture
I'm there and they're taking pictures, I'm like, he's just fucking about here.
That's what it's like imposter syndrome. Why would you want a picture with us?
Fucking want a picture of me for?
Did you get a picture stand like it? Did you get it? Okay.
See ya. Fucking madness. But
here, fuck. Speaking of pictures, do you want to laugh? On holiday, right?
I have a good one after. Make sure you remind me.
Nicole, we all got ready, and I was like, right, let me get a picture of you and Ruby. You just look beautiful. Got a picture of them. Took another one. One more. I was like, right, I'll get a picture with the child now. Because I was looking a wee bit fucking good. I put a shirt and all on. I was feeling great. Nicole took the pictures. And off we went for dinner. That was great. And we sat down that night and we were having a wee look through what happened to the day. We got the pictures I took of Nicole. And I was like, look. These are all lovely. These are all lovely. And then we got my pictures. I have no head in any of them. She's like,
rookie mistake.
I didn't realise your phone didn't do the top bit. I was just sort of looking at the child. It's like, thanks, there's now fucking 3 lovely pictures of me just looking like a fucking Canadian from South Park. Just half a fucking head.
Have you any oil, have you? I didn't lift oil in.
I do, but it'll cost you.
Fucking fire something.
I'll play you rock, paper, scissors for it.
Ready?
Hold on. Do you go 1, 2, 3, then shoot?
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Aye, 1, 2, 3.
No one even seen it too. I had the king in front of it. He done paper, I done scissors. But mate, fucking obviously when you're away, I had 2 christenings to go to. 2 completely different worlds too.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
One was Johnny, obviously his wee lad. Obviously it was in a Catholic church, and then my sister's was fucking Protestant. I was going like, see if we go down this Catholic Church here, do you have to like put the bread in the mouth and all? They ended up doing... I don't have a clue about religion. Mate, but here, we were joking, we were all joking about it in the Johnny and all, and then see when we went to my sister's, the fucking done it theirs, the Protestant one, didn't do it down there. Give us a wee hang of blood and all the fucking thing.
At the christening?
At the christening. No, so like the Catholic one...
Like, was it a proper fucking sermon?
In that big church down there.
Aye, but did they do like a full church sermon?
No. In the Protestant one they did.
Before they do the
Protestant one they
christening?
did. Aye.
Right, well
but they didn't do it in
that's why they've given out the body of Christ.
The Catholic one, and like, but it was way better, I'll be honest. The Catholic one was way fucking better and way more professional than the Protestant one.
Well, that's because they've been doing it longer, you know.
Do you want a full fucking laugh? Yeah. So my sister's one, obviously my wee brother, was Sunday morning. Catholic one was a Saturday. The Protestant one was Sunday.
Right.
My wee brother went out to the Catholic one with us, and he was obviously my wee brother's a rackhead. Everyone knows that. Jordan knows that. And I told him straight away, this is going on the podcast. So we were sitting in the church, and the fucking pastor had a speech impediment. They talk like I say.
Right.
And me and Jordan were laughing the whole time. And this absolute dickhead, know what his main word in his service was?
What?
Coincidence. Mate, he kept saying... And I don't believe in coincidences. And me and Jordan were just hitting each other, laughing like, fuck on, please be over. We need to go here. We were in stitches. But my dad turned round to Jordan after about the 100th coincidence. Like, see how much he said coincidence? I couldn't speak. I mean, we were all howling. But my dad turned round to Jordan and goes, fuck's sake, Jordan, what time is it? And Jordan whacked his phone out with a bag of gear still in his pocket. And the bag of gear hit the ground. And we were sitting there. I didn't see this. But I was sitting there. So like, see all the family and everyone was at the front, and then all the normal people that go to church are at the back.
And you reprobated just in the middle.
And so all the
no
normal, it was a coincidence. all the normal churchgoers were behind us. And we were sitting there, and Jordan put his phone back in his pocket, none the wiser, and Jordan, after about 10 minutes, looked down, and when they got, boom, and banged his head at the church. And we were like, what the fuck? And I seen him look, and he goes, mate, he says, I just was sitting there, man, I bet you had gears fell out. Mate, the gear, a big massive bag of coke was laying the ground at church for about 10 minutes. And everyone would have saw it too. Everyone. And see by his see by his stage, fucking Aisha and Ali, my niece, were starting to play up a wee bit.
Right.
And the pastor was like, so just remember the children's room at the back if they want to bring the kids. And I turned around to everyone and went, that's a coincidence. And I grabbed them both and walked out. I mean, the whole place was in rushes. It was funny as fuck. But mate, see, I didn't know about the gear stuff until I get out, because mate, that marathon was on.
As far as you were aware, he just bashed his face.
The marathon.
Aye.
Fucking.
The thing that near stopped me getting on the holiday.
I couldn't get down, so I had to park like this side of Agnes Street, and my wee brother come up and pick us up, and I said, how'd you get down? He goes, my dad just drove through it.
Yeah.
There's me bollocks. I said, I wish I had a new out there. Dad just bombed through it. So Jordan,
the man who has sat on this show multiple times and preached the joys of having a brass neck, and you wouldn't even try and drive through the marathon.
In fairness, though, where I went, it was like they had the peeler cars were sitting there, and they had the barriers. But my dad went straight down the Crumlin Road and just drove through it and drove back up. No, not a problem. I was like, fuck, I wish I had a new out there. So anyway, Jordan was bringing this back up, and Jordan going, do you see me bang my head there? And I was like, oh, he goes, mate, fucking...
Did you see me bang my head? As if it was a very subtle thing.
Dropped the fucking bag of gear from last night. He says, obviously, I stayed out last night for a bit, and I got, you know what? And I was like, oh, I'm not taking that all, just leave some for tomorrow. Because you know Jordan's like, Jordan's just on it every weekend. He's like, fucking...
I can't believe you're
and
just
by the way,
fighting Jordan on this.
I told him, I was like, mate, I'm telling that story, you fucking idiot.
That's awesome.
I know.
Oh, Jordan, we should phone him and just abuse him.
Do you want to?
No, don't.
No, we'll do it for a laugh.
So, Jordan, we're just live on YouTube. Do you want to see it?
That's mate,
mental.
Funny, like...
How did you get on at Johnny's?
Dead on, mate. I was in the house for about 5:30.
I've never been to any sort of christening.
You were at my...
Oh, wow, yeah, fuck, that's right. Was that a christening, though? Because like, there was a church service, no?
Yo, you're on the podcast live. What's happening? You're on the podcast live. So,
story in Poland.
Don't swear. Happy days. We were telling the story on the podcast. We're out Krakow.
We're in to get the steaks over there. We're in to get the wee steak.
Is that the happy kid
Here,
for
just-
the fucking weekends, aren't they?
I just make sure you don't drop anything on the floor.
Jordan, you're a fucking balloon.
You tell that story.
It's live on YouTube.
You should watch it when you're having your fucking steak.
Watch it when you're having your steak and just make sure you check your surroundings and don't be headbutting any chairs.
Oh, the waiter lifting his head up and he hits the fucking tray.
Uh,
Drinks everywhere.
Right here, I forgot you were away. You have a life of it, you wee cunt. Right, enjoy yourselves. All right.
See you later.
All right, see you later. Right, bye.
Oh fuck, that was even
I
better.
forgot he was
Fucking
going to
Poland. How long's he there for?
Don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's the same with you. Like, Heller goes to me, how long's Dave away for? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't ask him kind of questions. I just know you're going. I'm like, oh,
I'll be back at some
he'll
stage.
be back when he's back. Same with Jordan. Jordan was like, I'm going, or how long's your wee brother away for? And I was like, I didn't even know he went. I phoned him.
Here, you need to talk to you. I'm in Poland at the minute. Oh, right, well done. I need to still talk to you.
Oh, fucking right.
Oh, fuck, but there was a few fucking questionable things that happened on holiday that I wanted to fucking tell you about. Mainly the bingo.
Mate,
call
that
it.
was so funny. Like, I can't believe I didn't catch him when he was away.
What do you mean?
Where's we distorted in? He's always in. What a guy.
What is happening?
I know, here, fuck it. We haven't got the artwork out yet, but we'll announce the lineup for Not Fazed.
If you want.
Why the fuck not?
It's alright,
So,
we can do what we want.
The Not Fazed, the future. Woo! So there's us,
Exclusive.
obviously. We wouldn't be Not Fazed without us. Playing 100% pure trance set. Subversion, Distortion, who's in the chat, what a guy. Sniper and Tequila, which we Leo.
Tequila.
Tequila. Shaney
And
Mac.
the penny drops.
Yep, Shaney Mac.
Yep.
I like Shane's a wicked DJ, like
Yeah,
really
very
good
technical, class
wicked
DJ.
8-track and Fat Tony, Wheelie Bin and Kin, Hard Havoc, which is a new act. I think this is their first ever set. Owen Todd and Scott Irwin. So that's the full, and it's all new. This is the new breed of folk. So
new talent coming through. We always try and help them and support them. A few friends along the way as well. But yeah,
and
I think it'll be a very fun night.
we did try our best to get a couple of, but Intense was on, and it just wasn't. We just
You're not getting the artists that you
we
want.
just couldn't get who we wanted. Nah,
I
so
think the problem, excuse me, the problem as well that people need to realise is, unless people go out and support club nights, you can't put on lineups that are going to cost 5, 10, whatever grand, because people can't continue to lose money like that. And there's no point in saying, right, well, we'll have a headliner, none of the ones you want's available, right, well, we'll just get one for the sake of it.
I know.
There's no point in throwing money after bad, and at the end of the day, it gives a lot of people a chance to get their fucking teeth cut into the scene.
That's it. Club nights are dead in the whole of the UK, to be fair. Like, don't get me wrong, some of them look good, but like, they're not. People aren't making money. Like, we scraped by just about making money at Darrow, and we lost at Isaac.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like,
that's again,
it's not worth. Like, we had it.
People want to go.
I don't really want to say who it was we were trying to get, but whenever we were trying to get them, they were playing that festival, and we offered, I thought, was a fair fee, because they're playing early at the festival to come.
Yeah.
And they were just like, no. But again, you can't really go any higher than that, because it's
not about turning a profit, but at the same time, you can't be losing money.
You can't be losing money hand over fist. Do you know what I mean? So I think this will do good. Actually, ticket sales are fucking done. There's not even a lineup announced yet until they're now, and like, it's looking pretty goddamn good. So we'll have
I
a
love
fucking
how you had
wonder.
to clarify that there wasn't a lineup released until now.
I know.
Just in case nobody was aware.
But I was surprised, and I was sending Darren the figures that runs a club, and he's going to let us open the club an hour earlier, which means we can get 2 other fellas on to play, because the figures are so good, considering that
there was nothing there.
There's no lineup announced. So I hope people like Phase 2. People are expecting Randy or something, because we're used to doing things like that.
Yeah, but again,
well, we did try to do a boat party that day.
Yeah,
but we just couldn't get the venue. Because they have something that night that says, like, fucking, like, we'll help you tidy up if you want to fucking...
Well, let's be honest, it's not like it's not in our repertoire. We
I
helped
know,
fucking
we
build
always-
Kidstock when we went over as well. Like,
I know, that's... we played Kidstock and we were playing the main stage and
showed up like 3 hours early.
we
and helped
showed
to
up
build
3
furniture.
hours, right, but it was... Remember, there was a storm,
Aye, that's right,
so
the big
they had
fuck-off
to move the
thunderstorm.
main stage into one of the tents. So as we're moving it all around,
Because they weren't allowed to have it on the beach.
Aye,
because
'cause of
it
the
was
wind.
Fucking, aye, but because of the lightning and
Aye.
being so close to water, they were like, nah, you'll definitely die.
so me and Dave rock up at fucking like 2 hours before it, and we were half lit. And Alex had nudge on the about in here, just gives a fucking drill. And we start fucking drilling things in, building stages.
Turning pallets in the chairs.
Turning
and all.
pallets in the chairs. And everyone's like, what the fuck? And we're like, aye, so. Like, don't mind a bit of hard work, us boys.
That's it. Fucking gets the day in, and then you started getting travel vodkas and a
Aye,
liquor.
that
like,
ruined it. Like,
we had vodka to the level the mixer should have been in, and mixer to the level the vodka should have been in,
Aye.
and you forced me to drink them.
I didn't force you to do anything.
Oh, of course
I just,
you did. Whenever
I was just
no,
letting
no,
you
no,
know
no.
that you,
When I
you
went
wouldn't
to
be
the
a
bar,
top G if you didn't do it.
No, when I went to the bar later in the day, I was like, "Can I have a drink, please?" And she was like, "One of them vodkas." I was like, "No, just a single." And she goes, "No, he says you have to have a treble." And I was like, "Oh well, okay then." I was like, "You're a dick." The bar woman wouldn't serve me unless I took your stupid fucking order. So, thanks.
There you go. I know I keep calling him distortion. It's distorted.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's on the artwork. Hold on, we just double check that. It is too! No, I'll get that fixed. It's not getting made tomorrow. It'll be released tomorrow night.
It's
all
alright.
going
I
well.
remember my first time spelling.
I'm dyslexic, so just as long as you know that. But no, fucking, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It should be fun. There's the Wheelie Ben and Kidding lads in.
What's happening?
What's up, boys?
You missed the announcement. Boo.
Oh, they were probably our mate.
Well.
Uh,
I don't know. I don't really care.
I like
about
your
that.
new tune, lads. Fucking get Sharon. It's a good tune.
Yeah.
Well played.
I'm still fucking jet lagged from a flight. You can't even get jet lagged on. But see, between getting off a plane, because we when we arrived home, we then had to go to a kid's birthday party the next day.
Suck my dick.
And after the kid's birthday party, we then went and met some other friends and sat up in their house for a while. And the kids all went and played, and we had a catch up with them and all. And then over here, we had 4 tunes, and then into work.
Fuck that.
I'm done.
I feel you, man.
Mate, the bingo caller.
Mate, that Catch You tune's a whopper, like.
What tune?
Catch You.
Oh,
I'm
the
gonna
one,
catch you if I can. I know. Hold on. What does everyone think it's in the chat? We've made a lot of fucking different music, softer stuff. What is it? Is it trance?
No, it's just rave music. I don't want
Sounds
to be. I don't
trance
want to
to
be
me, like-
boxed into anything. It's just rave music. That's
So
it.
there's a good side one, like. But should we do it as phase 2, or should it be something different? Now, me and Dave both feel like it should be a different alias altogether
Yeah, we're too far down the rabbit hole, and if we start playing alternative music,
as phase 2.
people will see it and either think that there's a hardstyle DJ playing
Yeah.
whatever their event is, or they'll be disappointed because they don't see us play hardstyle.
Should they do? People do that anyway. Remember, Activator was playing Browns, and everyone thought he was playing Subground, even though his Subground name was Acti.
Now, that might have something to do with the fact that we ran about and wound them all up, and we realised how much they were freaking out about it. Like, I hope they're not going to play all Subground Shane.
We were talking to him. He's definitely playing
Yeah.
Subground.
We were on the phone to him. He literally just fucking told us right there and then.
So, if you're anyone in the chat, do you reckon we should just make a new alias for all this? What would you call it?
Rave music.
Rave music?
Just rave.
Anything under 200 BPM is just noise. It's elevator music. They hit 4K on SoundCloud with that new tune of theirs. Go ahead,
Did
lads.
it?
Nice.
Well done. Do you want to
Well
plug
done.
some of our tunes?
I'll post some of ours. Our biggest one was what, like 300,000, and the next one's like 4,000.
What was
And-
this? Bangarang?
Bangerang, aye. But
The
that
tune that started it all.
that was years ago.
That's when we were like, yes, everybody loves it. And then it
Aye.
just fucking...
Fucking 200,000 plays in no time. We're going to be flying. Not one has got anywhere near it.
No.
So what do you think? Do you think we should make a new alias? And if so, do you reckon we should do a McBoaty McBoatface poll?
Fuck, do you remember Bodie McBoatface?
For podcast listeners,
I felt so aggrieved by Bodie McBoatface.
call yourselves Too Fazed.
We were joking about that. Like, we were
Or
trying
Phase
to
3.
find lazy names. We were going to call it Not Fazed because half the branding's already there.
I think you should just... There's Big Simon phoning me to the answer for a laugh.
Who's Simon?
No, because he'll say something stupid.
I messaged you the other night saying knuckleheads.
No.
Don't
You're a
like that.
knucklehead for thinking that.
Why?
It's just... It sounds stupid. It sounds like yellowheads. Like act yellowheads, a techno act.
Aye, but you could have funny names like Moose Knuckle.
No. It sounds daft.
You big
mate.
fanny.
I think... No, but if you're going to do it, you can't do it silly. It has to be fucking... Like, really professional. More professional than Phase 2 was.
Phase 2 was that it? Have you been to? Is that another exclusive
no,
for the pod? Is it?
not at all, mate. Phase 2 still number one. Everything, the fucking podcast, Phase 2.
It's not phased.
Not Phased, aye.
I don't know. I do think that it would need to be another
it
alias.
definitely needs to be another alias. There's so much music here, mate. You have Hostage.
There's eight
Time to
tracks.
Rave.
I
What
have
was
them
the
all.
other
I
one?
have them all right there. Behind Blue Eyes, Catch You, Ecuador, Tapestry of Our Lives, Time to Rave, Hostage,
Hostage.
and Future Raveology. So what? 3 remixes and
3 originals? 4 originals?
4 originals, 7 tunes. Plus then the other 4 that I have sitting there.
Either just need built.
They just need built. And I came up with 3 other ones today.
Nice.
It's fucking easy making music. I don't know why anybody has a problem doing it.
I know.
It is that we talked about this before. I
know who I remember saying to me first was Dark by Design in Mandela Hall. Speaking of Mandela Hall, that amazing green room, we were all sitting around the table, and we were only really starting to get a foothold, like starting to put good music out.
Yeah.
And he says to me, I know, seeing if you get to that stage, you start to listen to what other people are doing, going, I can do that. I could do, and you do, don't you? You start, I could do that easily. What the fuck? That's not that good. And then you start going, how the fuck are they? And he said all this to me, and I remember going, oh, I'm not quite there yet. And then see right now, and I listen to something, I go, see how you done that, or you're cheating, you cunt.
I've finished nearly as many tunes in the last 3 weeks as I did last year.
Nah, there was loads of tunes we didn't release last year that we finished last year.
No, what I'm saying, finished.
Aye.
Finished from start to finish.
I bet there was tunes we finished that are still sitting there that haven't been released. Like.
Aye, but I'm not like kicking the arse off with the list of I sent you. I would say maybe 15 last year I sent you.
See from February last year, it would probably be 30 tracks. We would need, for next week's show, we'll sit down and we'll write them all down. But I would say we have produced and finished 30 tracks since last February.
Probably.
From Time to Rate, or from Fix Your Heart.
I couldn't get over that was only a year ago. Like that,
No.
That blew my fucking mind. That was a year ago. But no, it's been fun. I was thinking about it today. It's kind of like the way whenever I was working away gallantly, and then I was like, I'm gonna make an album, and fucking went off on my wee high horse to do this, and then just stopped everything. See now that it's just I've took away the restrictions of saying you have to make hardstyle, you have to do this, you have to do that, and it's like, just make whatever the fuck you want.
I know,
and it's literally fallen out of my arse.
I know that 100%, mate. That's it. Like, don't be stuck down by genres, mate. At the end of the day, like most of the people are doing that now, aren't they? Like, see any sets I hear, see even fucking Audio Freak. I remember listening to him last year, and like his sets at the start, it wasn't straight in hardstyle, wham bam, thank you, man.
No.
Like, he built that up. Now, he was playing for an hour and a half, so maybe that was his approach, but it was still like...
Within an hour and a half, you can go on a full journey of a spectrum of music and take it from slow to fast. Within an hour, you can do it, but
it's a bit more clunky.
You're more limited. Yeah, it is. It's like
you're
there's
forcing
certain
things
tunes that'll take a jump from here to here, and you're like, it doesn't really mesh as well, but you can get away with it kind of thing.
See, because we were stuck on the hardstyle key for so long, like, see, listening to other music, I always thought, it doesn't get me going. But see, out there sitting and writing all this stuff, and then listening to other stuff to get inspiration from, it does get you going. Like, see a catchy vocal,
Yeah.
Like me and you were sitting here yesterday just singing, "Catch you,
Call me beautiful to my face." What a fucking
I know.
line.
Do you know what I mean?
Shit,
But
this.
it's fucking crazy that it like we were just fucking being dicks whenever we were saying that. Really, it is fun. Like,
Well, it wasn't that. I don't feel like I've fallen out of love with harder music, but I just feel like now I want to go exploring and see what else is out there. We've done it for fucking collectively, I would say maybe 15 years.
I've been saying to you for what, maybe 2 years now, mate, Mum would just make radio music.
Yeah.
And like, this isn't radio music really, it's fucking a bit tougher than that. But I was saying for ages, why not just sit down and we'll try and write a couple of radio tunes for a laugh? And it does.
Podcast, you want to do this for a fucking long time? And here we are, episode 42.
I always get my way. I gaslight the fuck out of you. But no, that's like it is. It's been real fun, and I've been enjoying mixing it and mastering it, and I've learned a lot of new shit doing it too. And like even just with sound design, it's a lot simpler, but you can get like in hardstyle.
You get more out of less.
You get more out of less. This is the thing. So see in hardstyle, like you're layering maybe 3 or 4 leads together. And I mean, it does start to sound very fucking clunky in places and like full, and it's
and
not
then you've things fucking clashing with
all
other
around
bits
it.
and
Literally, see some of them fucking leads. It's literally one lead,
yeah,
and it sounds fucking massive.
Mhm.
It's crazy, like it's real. It's eye opening.
Some people are
Some
stealing
people
a
are
living.
robbing a living. Aye,
Were you about to say that? Were you?
aye. Some people are stealing a living. But
Great
it
minds.
also makes me appreciate producing hardstyle and mixing hardstyle. As I say, I done a master in that there for a hardstyle track last week, which is the first one I've worked on in maybe a month or so.
Yeah.
And it was like, fuck, I actually appreciate the
It's a lot harder to make, but again, does that then make it easier to make different genres? Because first of all, you don't really know how the tune goes. You're back to whenever we talked about before, when you first start making music. You're not confined by keys and chord progressions and fucking this, that, and the other. You're just like, yo, let's stick this in and see if it sounds good. But only now, 10 years down the line, you have the ability to back up your stupid wee ideas and actually make it sound decent. So even if it's not
40
someone's
channels.
pigeonhole or whatever, it's...
See that Size Ecuador tune you says to me yesterday here, because I was working on Future Reavology, and I was
I know what you're going to
So what
say.
happens is I work over there, and Dave sits here with headphones on and bills and stuff, and then he fires them over to me through AirDrop, and I start mixing. So I was
It's
mixing.
like our little grotto.
I was mixing Catch You and Future Reavology, which is 2 tunes we have, and then he was working on this Ecuador tune, and he pulled the headphones off and says, "Turn that on a second." He says, "This is the most complex one I've made in a while." And I was like, "Fuck, happy days, yes." And then I looked, there was 42 tracks and 42 channels.
Well, considering the last few sent you were like 30 or 33, like that was...
I was in stitches because like some of hardstyle stuff we have was 300 plus.
Yeah,
like.
that's what I mean. Like, coming taking a step down from that, I would say you could take the last 4 tunes that I've built and sent you, and all the channels combined would probably make what one of our hardstyle tunes was.
It's fucking madness.
But yet they still sound...
They sound big.
Good.
Well, this is it. This is our opinion. There's only a couple of snippets have been put out online. No one, they might be shit.
Yeah, no one knows the.
It's really up to the fans to decide.
But
But they make you dance, like, you know what I mean. There's no doubt about
That's
that. Like, there's no doubt about them making you dance.
I
'cause
think
I've
people
danced
will
about
enjoy
it.
them. It's just no one will know it's us for a while,
Yeah,
and we'll say nothing more on that front. But the
yeah. It'll be unless you follow our new alias, which is. Do you know what I mean? If they follow the alias,
I've actually thought of it, but I'm not telling you that we're off camera.
the what? Yeah.
I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget, because I'll watch this back and be like, "What were you thinking there?
Just
you
show
dick?"
me it, and I'll do a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Because you're probably gonna be a dick about it, but I think it's funny, but it's catchy.
Could work. Who done that?
Think about that. Paddy and Woodsy done Who's Next. That was brilliant. But that would look good on artwork and stuff. Featuring
a new track.
Yeah. It's like, who was it? Was it Dark by Design fucking back in the day released a tune called Untitled Track? Like, you know, whenever you save it, it comes up saying Unnamed Project. He just had it on unnamed track, but that was the name
of the track. Ticket.
And you're like, oh, what was that unnamed track? Fucking.
What do you call that track? A new one, Dark by Design done. Fuck.
Oh, the unnamed track. No, it has to have a name. No, it's called unnamed track.
That's
yeah,
fun. Actually,
I think
that could work.
That could work, mate. I do.
It's very confusing if you're going to do something like that, but it needs to be so like. See techno names, they're weird as fuck, like Hot Since '92, things like that. The sort of big room stuff is sort of, again, it's like KCLR.
Yeah.
Fuck's that mean? Do you know what I mean? TBC. Just that.
You know, THC.
THC, aye. With a marijuana leaf as a fucking... Have you any ideas? Fucking give his name.
Wonder Bookings.
Number one. No, have one at the start. No, it has to begin with A, so we're always alphabetically at the top. Triple A.
No, I always like phase 2 because whenever there's a group of names, it's always in the middle, and your eye's always attracted to the middle of something when you start out. So it was always the first one that you actually seen, so it worked.
Hold on, let's see if anyone got a fucking name. Dave slapped someone in front of me for saying techno was good.
Yes! At Planet Love, I fucking remember that. That was great. And you actually goaded me into doing it. You knew fine rightly your mate did not have a clue what was happening, and you just got him to say techno and hoped that I would fucking slap him for a laugh. You're welcome.
I have a good name.
Jason?
No. Distortion. There we go. There's our new alias.
I sorted.
But only we'll spell what we'll do is we'll spell it DIZTORTED and not ION.
Yeah, just to really confuse people.
So when they say, oh, there's distorted, we'll say, no, we're distortion.
Sorry, the last bit of the word got a bit distorted whenever we set it up to the printer.
There was too much fucking distortion on there.
Oh, we are so not funny, but it's good crack.
Oh, brilliant. But no, fucking...
We're so sad.
I know, you're lucky I read your name at night, or you haven't been wrong on the artwork. Again, aye. He didn't get on our last artwork, God love him.
That's your fault.
Wasn't sure it was the last minute. Poppy member couldn't come.
Oh, yes, that's right. Is
that
the last one? Fuck.
Adam, you're closing it. So let's fucking see you wreck this show.
Bring your fucking flip-flops and your straw hat.
Aye. And what I'll do is I'll keep the camera set up so I can watch it back the next day because I'll not be here listening to it.
Fucking better be. Maybe I left home you can't.
Madness, like.
Do you know?
Did you hear fucking Jerry Springer died?
Did he?
Aye.
When?
Or last week or something?
Was I on holiday?
Don't know.
If he died when I was on holiday, it didn't exist. That was the rule, mate. Whatever happened when I was away didn't happen.
Bet you cunts up there causing trouble. And let's bring out Mary, Joseph's wife.
So Mary,
tell us, it was an angel, Reggie.
he came down and touched you, did he?
Fade him.
What would even happen in that circumstance?
I know. DNA test
you,
results are in.
You can't get fucked out of heaven. You're there. You're always told once you get in, you're in.
DNA test results show the angel Gabriel is the father.
Speaking of the fucking angel Gabriel, mate, I have done something, right? And I'm only going to do excerpts of this because I don't want cunts stealing this because I've actually went OTT with this shit, right?
Oh, that's right.
So, you may have all heard on a few episodes ago I said I was going to write a Star Wars related nativity play because I thought it was class, right? So, I went ahead and done this. So, let's show you. I'll show you. You guys can't see it because you'll steal my idea. So, these are all my characters. A few of these need to change a wee bit because now I've rethought it a bit, right?
We should bring this round the schools.
Oh no! I'm gonna lay this business model out for you here, mate. This is fucking great, right? So we'll take this. It opens. The stage is set with a backdrop of the desert planet of Tatooine. The angel Gabriel, in the form of a Force ghost, appears on stage. Greetings, younglings. I bring you tidings of great joy. A savior has been born on this planet, and he shall bring balance to the Force. Right? It goes on through the whole thing for different bits and bobs, like your man King Herod that wants to kill Jesus is Emperor Palpatine. Like instead of shepherds, you've got rebel officers.
Yeah.
The guy who said, my crown jewel of this is whenever they go and ask for room at the inn, and the innkeeper traditionally says, there's no room at the inn. What I want to do is have the Imperial song playing. He goes, there's no room at the inn, at the inn. That's class. This whole thing plays out. I also love the bit, where is it here? Whenever the rebel officers were walking along, they were amazed to see a bright light shining in the sky and a group of porgs, Ewoks and Jawas singing praises to the newborn Jedi instead of all the fucking sheeps and goats and all that shit, right?
Mate, so, should we bring this round to my kids'
oh no,
school?
mate, it gets better, right? So these are all songs that I also wanted to do. So Jingle Bells, Star Wars style. Something like TIE fighters in the sky, blast them all away, in a galaxy far away, we're saving Christmas Day. We stupid things like that. Again, the wee fucking Imperial one.
Hold on, I need to show a wee quick one. This cunt has fucking...
notes.
There. Don't screenshot and fucking zoom in.
a Jedi in a manger, so instead of away in a manger, a Jedi in the manger.
Where's the song?
I haven't wrote the lyrics for it yet. These are just
Jedi
these are way
in a
fucking...
manger, lay down where he lay.
I was going to say, you can't do that here. Like, everyone's just programmed. So yeah, so there's that, right? Now this I can read to you, and I think this sounds fucking exquisitely good, right? So this is a letter that I'm going to send to Disney once I have finished writing this, requesting permission to license Star Wars to go and sell this. Now, these plays cost £30 for nurseries to buy and for fucking theatre schools. So you could make a good bit of coin off this, right? So my letter to Disney, and I've really fucking tried to pull at the heartstrings of Disney to fucking do this, right? I am writing to request permission to license a Star Wars themed nativity play for use in schools and community theatres. Our play is designed to be a fun and inclusive version of the traditional nativity story, using characters from the Star Wars universe to appeal to a wide audience of cultures and backgrounds. Sets out the fucking stall pretty well, right?
You just have to be awake.
No.
Wake meal.
This is where I include everyone, mate. I fucking love this, right? As you may know, the traditional nativity story can sometimes be seen as exclusive or insensitive to those of different faiths or beliefs. This can make it difficult for schools and community theatres to put on nativity plays without causing offence or discomfort to some members of their audience. I feel, by using Star Wars characters, we could create a more inclusive and accessible experience for all audiences, regardless of their religious beliefs or cultural background. What a fucking load of bollocks, but that sounds class to somebody being like, look how inclusive I'm trying to be of everybody. Yeah. This is how you save Christmas, with fucking Star Wars.
Jesus Christ.
Our play has been carefully crafted to be respectful of both the nativity story and the Star Wars universe. We've worked very hard to ensure that our use of Star Wars characters is appropriate and respectful, and that the play does not compromise the integrity of the Star Wars brand. We believe that this play could have a positive impact on communities around the world, bringing families together to celebrate the holiday season in a fun and festive way. And then the rest of it just goes on to say, obviously, Disney, you can be involved because it's your intellectual property, yada, yada, yada. Any rewrites or any help you want to hit with the songs, you're more than welcome to include. Please consider my fucking stall that I've laid out for you, and thank you for your time. So
well played. I would love to see that. Like,
that's what I mean.
I would really
People
like to
would
see that.
And you don't even need to build lots of costumes. Like, it's a few fucking dressing gowns for Jedis, a grey dressing gown for Palpatine, and fucking you need a wee few smaller kids to be the porgs and stuff.
Like
just
buy the plastic masks,
yeah,
the plastic stupid masks you get in fucking
it doesn't
B&M.
cost a lot of money. We can produce the fucking music for it. And write the words and everything. But I do not think that my idea is now getting a bit out of hand.
It is.
But it's good. I think that's a fucking winner. Let us know what you think in the chat.
Winner, chicken dinner. Nah, I would rather go and watch that than fucking
That's my argument in a Nicole.
Mary and Joseph.
If you were going to watch that or fucking Morris the Mule or some shit, you're like, oh, that's wank again. Someone was like, do you want to go and watch the Star Wars Nativity? That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
There's a wee bit in it with Yoda as well, which I'm not reading out because it's class, but it's just the way that it's a Christmas line spoke like Yoda. I just think, you know what, that's fucking
Mate, this is your intellectual property now
it
because
is.
you've put it out on the internet and all. So if anyone steals it, we can come back and timestamp this and say, "Yo, dickhead,
Well, it is
get the
timestamped.
cabbage out."
It's live right now.
That's what I'm saying.
On the 9th of May at 1950.
Hi, sing, hi, sing. You're like Hitler announcing your idea in the fucking 1930s.
I know we're going to look back in this in 20 years and be like, this is where it all went
This is where
wrong
it
for
went wrong.
humanity.
Next minute, he's got a wee island like Jeffrey Epstein. You had to fucking run about in Star Wars
Yeah,
costumes.
that's it.
And it's all kids too, just doing a nativity play for him all day.
That's just on repeat.
That's Dave Allen's island.
There's nothing sexual about it. I just want to see you perform my play all
he
day.
didn't have
every
his.
day.
He didn't have the temple done like the Israeli flag. Dave just had it like the
Like the
fucking
fucking Jedi temple.
Have a Jedi temple. look at the satellite footage. There's loads of kids there. Oh no! He wasn't raiding the kids. He just wanted to see them do the play all day. Oh no, it was nothing creepy. Other than them just being creepy about this play that he's watched. It's like
I'm not even watching
It's
them,
like
and I walk
console-
out of the room and they stop. Like, I didn't say stop.
it's like constant watch Friends every time it's on TV. They've watched every episode 100 times. That's Dave every day. Right. Well, what do you mean he's sick? Get Luke Skywalker up there now.
Use the fucking force.
Use
You
the
have to.
force. Do you think
Force
I'm
him to-
paying you in fucking Haribos for nothing? That's what.
Let-
And then once a hit like fucking 12, he kicks him out into the real world.
Well, no.
he has a fresh batch
It's
coming
for
through.
community theatres as well. I was going to make a longer one, but I was like, I can't really be bothered writing full scripts for it and like a full hour nativity.
Yeah. Sure, if what you do is if you just make a Facebook page if it doesn't work, and you make a Facebook page and you start posting it on Facebook and writing your story, and then you get a book deal like your woman from around here. She started writing about fucking a story about like just full stereotypes of Belfast,
Aye.
and she wrote it in our language, and she ended up getting a fucking massive book deal to put it in a book, and all she was doing was writing statuses about it.
Fuck, right, okay.
So you just do that. But obviously you have to get people engagement. Like hers was funny. It was about like people riding down the back of the opera house and all. I mean,
I can't really write too much about fucking Star Wars nativity. Do you know what I mean?
You
People-
can. You can
People
have
think I'm having a fucking weird stroke
all,
or something.
All sitting drinking and all. What do you mean? She's a virgin. What are you on about there?
Enter Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And then I.
I gotta guess that was Chewbacca.
I don't know.
That was terrible, but I got it.
It was just someone in Star Wars doesn't speak like the proper Queen's English.
Do you want to know
King's
a funny,
English? Aye, sorry.
a funny fucking Star Wars fact I found out? So, do you know the way Ewan McGregor played Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Yep.
His brother is in the Air Force, like a decorated officer or something.
Yeah.
And his call name is Obi-2. Because
Nice.
His brother's Obi-1.
That's nice.
It's like, what? How cool is that?
Aye.
Just Obi-2.
Aye.
He'd still be fucking raging. I was like, I want to be the first
I want to
one.
be the fucking
Yeah.
one, aye. Because
Which
I
I-
bet you there's not one in the army called Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan? No.
Fuck off.
No, definitely not. But
Aye.
you're not getting Obi-Wan because your brother is. Got it?
Your brother's getting a lot more than one.
Mate, do you know what I seen when I was away? And this really fucking wound me up. Right? Do you know punch bags? Like, not punch bags that like boxers use, but the ones you see that you pay £1 for that
Aye,
people
yes,
fucking
yes,
punch
yes,
them, right?
yes.
I, first of all, have a strong disliking to them and people who do them because it's just stupid. You're standing there punching something, just go, "Ugh, I am strong. You're just going to do that in 3 hours and do that when you're blocked.
Yeah.
Didn't need to see that, right? But you know what I hate even more, but I love it at the same time? When you're on holiday and there's a fella and his missus just sauntering about and he's like, here, love, where do you see this? Ugh. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to fucking do that to you later with my dick. But this guy that we seen in particular was doing it right. Not only did he do one of them, but there was 4 punch bags in this arcade that we had the child in, and he went round every single one of them. And you know what the best part was? See, by the 4th one, because I was watching the scores, I'd be like, right, let's see how fucking big you are, big lad. By the last one, mate, his score was pathetic because his arm must have been fucking aching.
I'm sure it
He's
was.
Hey, and she's just standing there going, oh yes, very nice. And then he's looking away and she's fucking doing this, and he turns right. Oh well done you. Oh, you look wonderful.
Aye.
Oh, my big strong champion. Yay.
I can picture it.
You're just like, why do that? Like, just go and do anything. I would far rather go and stick my head in the ocean that is 20 yards from here than punch that fucking bag to impress my missus. I just don't get it.
I know. And even if it'd be different if she wanted you to do that and she was impressed by it, but this girl didn't seem impressed.
But wait, realistically, what girl, if you take her on holiday, is going to want to be traipsed about in the nice evening sun, walking along a beach and say, do you want to see me punch this punch bag? Do you know what's even better now? They've got 4 of them. You're in for
Mate,
a fucking
you'd
treat.
be surprised, mate. You'd be surprised because they want to know you can look after her in a sticky situation. I'm being serious, mate. You would be surprised
Aye, but
that how
there's
many
different
would be
ways
up.
of doing that.
But you would be surprised at how many women would want to see their boy go into there and hit the top score 4 times in a row. Like,
yeah,
I'm being serious. Like,
your boy might be able to hit this top score 4 times in a row, but
he'll
he
never
might-
get that.
He might not be able to hit fucking water if he falls out of a boat when he's fighting someone. Do you know what I mean?
No, but I
Fight
hear you.
smart, not hard.
I am with you. Like, I would never do it in a million. I've hit them before and all, like, but it's just when there's loads of us having a laugh.
Aye.
I get that there, but I've never hit one in front of the other. Like,
No.
just hit her a few times.
No, I think we've made it very clear on this podcast. You get hit. She does the hitting.
But do you know what I mean? But you honestly would be surprised that there's maybe more than 50% of women would appreciate getting in there and their husband going bump bump
I
bump.
thought you were going to say there's 50% of women appreciate a good punch. Like, wow, that's some Andre Tate stats right there, Jason.
Sometimes you just gotta hit him a little slap. For a bit of context, that was Sean Connery. He said that in an interview. Sometimes you just got to hit them a little slap.
Oh, it was different back in the day. Like, wasn't it? Did I tell you about rule of thumb? Where the rule of thumb came from? Did I talk about that in the podcast?
Yeah.
Just popped in my head. We're talking about words earlier. Here's a fucking brain one for you, right? We'll finish this because we like finishing the podcast with a thought-provoking thing, you know? What is more important, your brain or your heart? Now, me and Nicole get into a fucking, not a heated debate about this, like, but we couldn't come to a decision because we both disagreed with each other.
Well, you need your heart to pump blood around your body, but you can live with something pumping your blood around your body. So you can get them pacemaker things in.
But you can also live when you're brain dead.
Aye, but you're a fucking vegetable.
But you're still alive.
I bet
We're
you're
not.
No.
We're not worried about your cognitive state and whether you're with it or not. What is more vital to keeping your body alive?
A heart.
Your heart or your brain?
Heart, because it pumps blood around your body and oxygen to your brain.
Well, that's my argument. But Nicole thinks that the brain's more important because without the brain, it can't tell the heart to do its function because that's what the brain does.
Yeah.
It's the thing that controls everything. So if your brain doesn't work, your heart doesn't work. I was like, well, no.
Well, no, sure, people are paralysed from the fucking neck down.
Aye, but your brain still works to a certain degree. If your brain's completely gone.
I know, but it doesn't. As long as your heart's pumping, it's not necessarily your. Is it your brain that tells your heart?
If you get stabbed in the head,
Google that. Does your brain tell your heart to pump, or does your heart just pump automatically? This will settle it. I think I would rather have a pacemaker in.
the heart does not need a brain
There.
or a body for that matter to keep beating. The heart has its own electrical system that causes it to beat and pump blood.
So the heart wins.
Yeah. Yes.
Clip it and send it to her. But no, I agree. So I
Imagine doing that, just clip it. Here you go. Looks like I win that now.
don't even say anything to her at all. Just
Yes. I'm sorry, Nicole. Don't hit me.
black eye next week.
Sunglasses next week.
But like, I would rather have the brain working and like a pacemaker in to make the heart work. Like, I would fuck that there.
I didn't even get into that realms of thought. It was just I'm going to argue that I think the heart is more important than the brain.
You have to tell Heather, like, see if I become a vegetable or something someday, you have to tell her to turn the machine off. Like, I can't.
This is your moment now.
No, I've told her. She'll not turn it off. Like,
I know, but I can just show this clip to the doctor and say this was his wish.
I've told Heather too, like, you fucking see if I'm paralysed from the fucking neck down or something, and they're saying, listen, he's not going to have a great life. I was like, you turn that fucking thing off.
I agree with you.
And she's like, no, I couldn't do that. And I was like, you fucking do it.
See, when you're not, I wouldn't want.
Or you lift my hand over the plug and fucking I'll do it myself for fuck's sake.
You're in a full coma. It's like fucking Weekend at Bernie's. You're just on a string.
I bet you I would summon the power to move that finger up in that case.
But no, I.
Then she just instead of hitting the switch, she puts it there, Fanny.
Yes. Fucking hell! I'm gonna clip that and send it to Heather. And then we'll see. Who has the black eye next week?
We're both wearing sunglasses next week. I just wanted one last push before you're a vegetable.
Oh, fucking hell.
Right.
On that fucking cheery.
We're up.
We're back. You.
I don't mean wrap her up. Oh, what? Have a rap bottle.
Me and you?
Aye.
No. My rap days are long gone. I just write the lyrics for our songs.
I know. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. Full lineup will be out tomorrow. I'll go run through it again.
Make sure the spelling's right.
Yes, so we've got Ourselves and Subversion, Distort.
I can't believe you said about fingering Heather on your deathbed.
No, she would be fingering herself with my arm.
You're still talking about it. Oh, fuck. Read that so we can finish.
Phase 2. Subversion. Distorted. Sniper and Tequila. Shaney Mac, 8-track and Fat Tony, Wheelie Bin and Kin. Wheelie Bin and Kin's a smashing name, like. Have you seen the logo? It's literally a mini wheelie bin.
You're going to be in a fucking wheelie bin next week.
Hard Havoc, Owen Todd, Scott Irwin. Be released tomorrow. Grab your tickets. Actually doing alright. And, yep.
See as well,
excited for
actually, just on that, everybody who's still sending us mixes and stuff, we will consider them for other nights. Don't think there's just... We've actually got so many mixes. We were not expecting it to be as much as what it is, so we are slowly going through them all.
Listen, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them and so on that sent mixes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Out of the lineup. So we will put you on with loads of shows coming up.
Yeah.
So...
I'm away to tell Heather what you said.
Over and out, brown trout.
Later.
Phase 2.